Okay, go back to the fucking zoo.
I didn't steal from my stepdad.
Now, I wouldn't have done a Tofiachu video back to back, but when I was doing research for the other Tofiachu video I did, I came across some of her new lives, and she slips up saying that Papachu is her stepfather, and she took down her GoFundMe. She's eating food like a slob on her stream. She's looking around because she has to stop her stream because when other residents of the shelter walk in, she has to move the camera so that they're not in the shot. She's also talking about this refund that this company took out of her account, saying that the refund money would be going for her phone bill and paying for her and Mamachu to go see the Wicked for Good movie. She's flipping people off during these lives. She's trying to defend Temu for using child labor. She's now begging companies for free samples or just free items. So let's get into this. So let's start at November 21st. Now there will be only 3 lives that we're looking at because these actually had information that show that her life is going downhill. So on November 21st, she was eating like a slob. This time she's eating ice cream, and she tries to justify her eating like this because she doesn't want to get her lipstick rubbed off, because it would if she just ate normally. And this also justifies her to deep throat this spoon. This is where she starts talking about the refund because there was this company that took $400 out of her account. She tried to dispute it with her credit card, but funny enough, her credit card sided with the company that took the $400. Well, this made Tofiachu mad, so she had to call the credit card company, have them open up a case, and she says that she's going to show them an email that says that this company that took the $400 hadn't even processed it, so she needs that money back. She's still buying useless things from Temu. She talks about her uncle, and right after she's done talking about her uncle, she talks about Papachu. This is where she slips up and says Papachu is actually her stepfather. And she even catches herself and then starts to call Papachu dad again. But while she's talking about him, people are still spamming in the chat like, hey, so he's your stepfather, Papachu's your stepfather. And she hits us with another slip-up saying, well, it doesn't matter if he's my biological father or not. So why would you even say that if he was your biological father? You wouldn't say or not at the end of it.
I was like, they said that they favored in the company's favor for that refund. They were like, yeah, so we sided with them. And I was like, what the heck? So I had to call them. They reopened it and I said, look, I got an email that shows they said it didn't process. And then after I got done talking with them, they processed the money. No way. You ain't gonna take my $400. I don't even use your website anymore. Like, it's not worth it. For $400 a month. And then, yeah, so no. Well, it's a lip liner that I got from Temu and an eyeshadow. No joke. I didn't steal from my stepdad. He told us we could use his disability. I didn't use it unless he said so. He told us we can use it. He said to manage it and to pay, because we told him we have to pay the rent with this and we have to keep this place. We're working on getting a place. We was. But when people kept calling places to get us evicted, it didn't help the fact that we were trying to get a place and everything just kept going up from one place to another. It got more expensive and you have to have first and last month's rent. And being on my dad's fixed income, that was still not enough for us to provide a place to live because the place we were living at was the cheapest place we had. Our apartment was a 3-bedroom apartment for $810. And because they said, you can come back, but he can't, where are we going to go back to a place that my dad can't go to? And then you need first, last month's rent. You need 3 times the rent. And everything was so expensive that we wasn't able to get a place. And plus my thought process, I told my mom, like, look, we got to find a place to put him because we're going to have this issue. My dad has mental health issues. He's going to go back into this slump where he doesn't need to take his medication. He's being poisoned. And don't say that I messed up his dosage. Like, we're not talking about that. So stop moving from one, because I know someone's going to say something. Why did you tamper with his medication? What I said is that he gets in these episodes. He thinks he's being poisoned by the government. And then, okay, well, fine. If I tampered with his medication, then you let the VA kill him, okay? No way did I say I tampered with his medication. The VA over-medicated him so much so that he was sick. They gave him too much medication so he would go to sleep because they didn't want to deal with him. That's what they do with patients that are at the VA that are in the mental side of the hospital. They give them so much medication, they drug them up so they could sleep all day. My dad didn't call my mom for a whole day because they gave him too much medication to sleep. And then when they gave him too much of his medication for his bipolar, they were giving him more on top of that. And he said he was not feeling good. He said that it was hurting his stomach and he was getting very sick. So they said, well, stop giving him his medication, let it wear off, and then we will put him back on the right dosage. No way, shape, or form did I mess with his medication when I don't even administer medication. medication. They have to do that. It's a shot, and you have to go to the hospital or have someone come give it to you. He no longer has access to that because the person who was coming to give it to him, he threatened him. That's why we had that raid, and we didn't even know that he would threaten the guy. So because of that, they said you are no longer allowed to have anyone go to your house and give you the medication. Like, I don't care who you are, biological father, which he is my biological father or not. You're not going to talk to any of my family members like that. He yelled at my mom for no reason. He would have manic episodes, and he would say, like, what did you do? He would make us throw stuff away we just bought because he believed we poisoned it. There was something in there.
We do get her admitting to saying stepdad, to saying biological father or not. We also have her saying that she did stop his medication because she didn't like the side effects that were happening to Papachu. November 22nd, she is watching TV for the majority of the stream. This is what majority of her streams have become. She starts talking about the refund money from this company. She says it was supposed to go to pay her cell phone bill off. She's saying that she needs to get approved for more free samples, because she wants more nails. Now, she also claims that her free sample ranking is dropping on TikTok. She has requested free samples from a company, but they denied her, but then they sent her a message saying if she wants free samples, and she wanted to make this into like a TikTok video because she thought this company was being very unprofessional. This is where people are asking about the bites on her arms. She does say that they were mosquito bites in another live, but she does slip up and say bed bugs.
I'm waiting for the refund. They took my stupid refund. Apple took a payment, and I needed that for my phone. So I hope I get it back, because if not, I'm not going to be able to. I need to request some free nail samples, man. I need to get approved for some samples. Like, okay, so there's this one. It's not Poshmark. It's a company that I requested a sample for, and I am making a video about it because it's BS. Because I requested a sample from them, they denied me, and then they messaged me saying that they want to send me a sample for something. I'm like, oh heck no. You denied me when I requested a sample in the first place. Now you want to send me a message request asking me to sample something? No, you denied me like how many times? Because like I've been requesting samples for stuff, and they denied me from several of their sample clothing things that I wanted. And it's just like people have been reaching out to me, but I really need to get some more free samples. Like my thing is going low. Like it's at media because they're just like letting it like. They're not approving it, they're just letting it expire. And it's like, what the heck? And then they reach out to me and be like, oh, we want to send you. No, thank you. You don't want to send anything. Like, why am I requesting free samples if you're not going to send it? Crazy. And they're not even denying it, they're just letting the request fail. And then they reach out to me and say, well, we got this sample, we want to send you. Nope. You denied me the first time, and then you want to come back, you know? It's just so annoying. Like, you denied me the first time, and my request was literally either denied or it says that it expired. Excuse me. What kind of a company lets requests expire? You got your own bath. Well, I got my own bathroom too, so. Wow, such a flex. And I don't even gotta pay rent. Who cares about child labor? You keep bringing up Timu and child labor, and then, well, I'm not saying it like that, but you don't care when you're shopping with brands that uses child labor. You still go to Walmart even though their clothes are made from child labor. Stop acting like you care. You don't care. Because if you cared about child labor, then you would do something about it. Then you wouldn't be half ASSing it and be like, Timu does child labor, yeah, but you still shop at Walmart, and their clothes are made from child labor, so. So what?
Now moving on to 11:23. In this live, people ask her why the TV is so loud. She gets mad because people are spamming in the comments that the TV is so loud. She said that somebody else is controlling the TV. She then talks about the refund because she's mad that the credit card company is not helping her get her refund. She also hasn't showed the credit card company the email that showed that the payment got declined. She also said that she was going to use part of this refund money to take Mamachu to see Wicked Forever, and she said that she was going to use half of it to pay her cell phone bills. We now know that she doesn't have enough money from social media to pay her phone bill, but she was going to tell us what this company that took the $400 out of her account was, but she stopped saying what people don't need to know about it, then says that it was to help her with sales. She talks about Brother Chew and Angie, how they ran up a phone bill. She brings up Angie and the cat. The chat says that she's obsessed with Angie. Tofia Chew counters back with, well, you guys like to bring up Angie, so you're the ones who are obsessed with her. And no joke, after saying this, she goes on like a 5 to 10 minute rant about Angie. She starts eating a donut. One of the chat members brings up her half-sister. People are trying to figure out what shelter she's at, and she tells people to go ahead and call the shelter because they'll get arrested for trying to harass a homeless person. People bring up that she has PTSD, but she's watching like movies that have loud sounds, bullet sounds, and she says, well, you know, her PTSD happens random, and, you know, it's when she's not expecting these loud noises, that's when she quote-unquote gets it, but she can watch movies with the loud sounds, bangs, and explosions.
I'm not controlling the TV. Okay, I'm not over there controlling the TV. So literally saying, why is it so loud? I don't know. I'm not going to go ask somebody why it's so loud. I'm not rude. I said, I don't know why it's so loud. And if you keep asking why it's so loud, that's not going to make me mad. So I know how you work. You spam comments that you think makes me mad. I literally calmly told you. That's not me being mad. You haven't even seen me mad. Need to really make sure they reopen the case and they're not just telling me shit. Because the lady told me, she was like, oh, you're going to get your refund back because some company took money out. And I didn't even know who they were. Like I said, the delivery service. And then she told me, oh, you're going to get your refund. If the refund back, they're going to be able to take money out. And I'm like, bruh, can you block them from taking money out? And they're like, they're not going to be able to. They told me that twice. I'm very doubtful because I'm like, they're going to take money out again, watch. And then I'm going to be pissed off. They told me to call them, contact them to get a refund. And I'm like, well, I went to their thing and I don't think they have a contact. And I said, the customer service lady told me that I was going to get a refund, and then I didn't. So then I was like, okay. And the $400 they favored in the other company, and I'm like, oh heck no. So then they said, well, reopen it, because I said I got an email that told me they declined it, that my credit card got declined, payment declined. So I said, so I have proof. You better give me that refund, and I'm going to send them that. I'm going to send them that email. They're not going to give this company, right? They're not going to give them money. I said $428 is what you're trying to give this company, and I haven't even used their service because I deleted my account. Like, and I would have had that money because we're supposed to go see Wicked for good, but now I don't even think we'll make it. My mom really wanted to go see Wicked for good, but I don't have the money. I can't go visit my mom. My mom says she really wanted to go. We need to save money for that. But I'm going to tell her, like, I was going to take you, but I didn't get this refund. It's a company that's, but never mind what it is. I'm not going to tell you. Just know that it was a company. There's program. It's not a program. It just didn't work for me. I did the 1 month free trial and it didn't work. I didn't get no sales. So there's no point to be paying $400 a month. And no, I was paying for something else and it was $400. I wasn't paying for it. I did the free trial, but I forgot to cancel the free trial. And they took $428 was the automatic payment because I forgot to cancel, because I said, oh, I'm not going to cancel it right away because I know I won't ever have $400 in there. Sure enough, I did. Like a dummy. And I forgot, and I went to go pay my phone bill, and it told me I didn't have enough. And I said, I know I have $400 in there. So I went, and no, it was gone. I only had like $28. So then I had to get a cheaper payment or a cheaper plan, which only gave me 4 gigabytes of data. And then once I got the rest of the money, then because I had money I didn't get paid, so I had to wait till next Wednesday to get paid. Then I paid the rest of my phone bill and got my full service turned back on. I paid that. Storage is already paid. So I was like, what about this? I'm trying to get somewhere where I don't have to pay storage, but I need the money to have someone help us move our stuff. I don't know. I'm having a very difficult time keeping up the payments, and I gotta try to save it as best as I can because it has my brother's stuff in it. But paying $200 a month we need to get a place. My phone bill, like hopefully if I get this payment on Wednesday and it doesn't say that it's too low to pay me, then I can pay my phone bill. I'll have the money to. If not, I'll just have to do the smaller service just to keep my phone on until I get this payment and then put my full service back on and do that again. All because my brother's ex and him did not tell me they couldn't make the phone payments or I would have paid the phone bill. They waited till it got too much where they couldn't pay it. And I'm like, hello, you should have told me. I could have kept up the payments. So then it wrapped up to 1K. And then, I never had a cat. So I don't know why you're saying your cat. That cat was not supposed to be my responsibility. That was supposed to be Angie's responsibility. You just want to mention things that have Angie involved in it so you could say I'm obsessed with her when you brought up Angie, not me. I don't know why I get these people in my life. I mean, their lives. She don't like me, but she talked to me on Facebook. Are you an idiot and you're fucking stupid and trying to lie? Kiss my black ass. Trying to lie. And my half sister hasn't talked to me since I was in high school. And my dad had manic episodes. And I don't know if he sent something to her or did something. He didn't do anything that bad. I don't know what happened. All I know is he started sending people stuff, and he sent one of his mom's friends what he posted on Twitter. Basically his junk. Do you guys see what I was doing? Then you're stupid. You're saying pink eye. There's your pink eye. I don't report people because I don't care enough. If I cared what someone said, I would have their live streams taken down. I would have them reported. I don't care enough. You're the ones that care, because anytime I open my mouth to say anything, report her. Just like someone said now, mass report, because why I was telling the truth? Is that what you do, is just report people because you're too pussy? Like, come on now, you say whatever you want, but the minute I open my mouth, it's like, report her. No, if I'm not going to be allowed to say whatever I want, then neither are you. And that's final. You can go start a live and say whatever you want about me on your live. You don't need to come up in my box. Go start a live and go do it your fucking self. If you think I'm at Barrett House, then call him, stupid bitch. I don't give a fuck. Call the Barrett House. That's on you. They ain't gonna fucking answer anyways. They never answer. Call them. So your stupid ass could get in trouble. I'm not gonna fucking help you anymore. You'd be stupid. I don't know why you're advocating for people to call places and harass them. That is very idiotic of you to be telling people to be harassing these places that are helping homeless people. Literally the Godfather. PTSD does not get triggered by gunshots or explosions. It happens at random. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, and start having a PTSD attack because of an explosion or a gunshot. That's not how that works. I don't choose when I have an episode. It just happens. People with PTSD, certain loud noises, yes. And if I'm not aware that the loud noise is going to happen, then I do have the PTSD. Like when I was walking by this tire shop and I wasn't expecting the loud noise, and it wasn't because he was working on a tire. It's because, well, at first I was walking by the tires. I thought I dropped the child, but it was a really loud noise that scared me. Especially when I'm sitting at the bus stop and I hear pop pop out of nowhere and I'm not expecting it. Of course, something's going to happen, and it's not all the time, but it is quite often. And to be honest with you, I've seen The Godfather so many times that I know the scenes. I know when the gunshots are going to happen. I know when the explosions are going to happen. I'm not going to just sit here and start having an attack every time there's a loud gunshot or a noise, because at the end of the day, PTSD, the attacks don't happen when you want them to. Especially PTSD affects you when you sleep too, because you have these like reoccurring dreams, or it's things that it's you wake up crying.
Now the last thing I do want to show is from her TikTok account, and it is about 5 minutes of her just begging this makeup company to send her free samples. And I did cut it down because she just starts repeating herself after a while, but at this point she is just e-begging, and it kind of should be a wake-up call to her that social media isn't working out, so she needs to find another way to make money and get things.
I'm like, come here, we gotta have a talk, because this Bratz makeup kit, I'm gonna need that, but I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I love makeup. I love makeup so much. If you don't know, I had their Betty Boop makeup kit and the Kiss makeup kit, and my pride did not want me to put them in storage because I wanted to keep them for, I was under the assumption we would get back into somewheres, and I didn't want to have to go to storage and ask, and then he couldn't take me and my makeup stuff sitting there, so I needed my makeup stuff. But anyways, it got stolen. And this Bratz, the lip kits, like I wanted Yasmin's lip kit. I basically want all the Bratz lip kits. It's been rough. It's been a rough time. Like, man, I wish my kits never got stolen. I just need this. I just want to do reviews up the wazoo. I don't know if Glamlight allows free samples, because I want to request a free sample of that and be like, please accept me. I know people are going to be like, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve, please. I'm begging with all my life savings, which is not a lot. I don't even have any. I really need this Bratz makeup kit, because if it's one thing I want for Christmas, someone, can you get me that for Christmas, please? Please. Oh, man. Anyways, I just had to talk about the Bratz makeup kit because it's the most beautiful makeup kit I've ever seen. Like, the lip glosses, the literal lip kits, the eyeshadows. Let me tell you something. I like shimmer eyeshadows, the purples. I love purple. Okay, if there's anything you guys know about me, you always ask me, I say purple is my color. Me, all the way, right? I need this. I need this.
begging a company for free samples is low, but then to post a video to TikTok of you begging a company to give you free samples is even crazier. I just wanted to show all of the stuff that she's been doing in her newest lives, like some of her slip-ups, like calling Papachu stepdad and not being able to pay for her cell phone bill. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.